Hello student, good afternoon. Today we will start the water vascular system in starfish or sea star. The water vascular system in starfish is derived from the xylem. It is distinguished into following parts: the madreporite stone canal, ring canal, Tiedemann's bodies, Polian vesicles, radial canal, transverse canal, and 2 feet. Madreporite. The sea water enters the water vascular system through the madreporite or the madreporite poric plate. Madreporic plate. It is hard, rounded, and calcareous plate on the aboral surface, oral and aboral, that is the aboral surface of the central disc of the body. It is situated in an interradial position, that is between the bases of two of the arms or bivium. Under magnification, the surface of madreporite is marked by numerous thin radiating grooves perforated by numerous pores, as many as 200, so that the whole plate appears like a sieve. Each pore leads into a small pore canal passing inwards into the substance of madreporite. The pore canal merge into collecting canals, all which converge into bag-like ampulla. Bag-like ampulla. Stone canal. The ampulla leads into the S-shaped stone or madreporic canal, which opens below by its oral and into ring canal around the mouth. The stone canal is so named because its walls are strengthened and supported by a series of hard calcareous rings. Its cavity is lined with very tall flagellate or ciliate cells, the movements of which draw water into the canal. The stone canal lumen is occupied by a prominent ridge with two spirally rolled lamellae. The arrangement may become more complicated due to the branching of lamellae, as in astropectin. The stone canal is completely surrounded by along with axial organ by a wide thin-walled tubular coelomic sac called axial sinus, which forms a part of the perihemal system. Ring canal. The ring canal is wide, pentagonal or five-sided ring-like canal situated around the mouth, just to the inner side of peristomial ossicles. Tiedemann's bodies. The ring canal gives off interradially from its medial surface 5 pairs of small, yellowish, irregular or rounded granular bodies called racemose or Tiedemann's bodies. These rest of the peristomial ring of ossicles. In asterias, only 9 Tiedemann's bodies occurs. The real function of Tideman's bodies is unknown, but they are said to be lymphatic glands and probably manufactures the amoebocyte of the water vascular system. Their interior is hollow and much folded. Polian vesicles. In most starfishes, the ring vessels also bears on its inner side a series of little pear-shaped, thin-walled bladder or reservoirs with long neck termed the Polian vesicles. They are also placed interradially and hang freely into perivisceral xylem of the disc. They are contractile structure and several functions are attributed to them. According to the one view, they serve as central organ for regulating the pressure in the ambulacral system. According to another view, they are some sort of lymphatic glands, the lining of which gives rise to the amoeboid cells of the ambulacral system. Radial canal. From its outer surface, the ring canal gives off 5 radial canals, one entering each arm and lying just dorsal to corresponding blood vessels. And beneath the raptor-like ambulacral ossicles, the radial canal runs up to the tips of the arm and terminates as lumen of the terminal median tentacles, bearing an eye at its base. Lateral canals. In each arm, the radial canal gives off 2 rows of numerous short, narrow, transverse or side branches called lateral or podial canals, those of each side alternating long and short. Each lateral canal is attached to the base of a tube foot and is provided with the value to presents backward flow of fluid into the radial canal. Tube feet. Next, tube feet. Each tube feet or podium is hollow, elastic, thin-walled, closed cylinder bearing a sucker at its outer free end. The inner or basal end of each tube feet pierces the ambulacral ossicles through a tiny ambulacral pore and then expands to form a little rounded sac or bladder called ambuli, are also arranged like the tube feet in a double row on either side of the ambulacral ridge inside the cavity of arm, there being one opposite each ambulacral pore. Usually one ambuli is connected to each podium through the corresponding ambulacral muscle fibers are present in the walls of the ampullae and the tube feet. Locomotion. The tube feet are the unique structure mainly concerned with the locomotion, which is accomplished as follows. When the starfish wants to move in a given direction, the arm or arm pointing in that direction is lifted. At the same, the ampullae of the raised arm contract by the circular muscles thus forcing the water into their tube feet. The walls present in the lateral canal prevents the backwards flow of water. The radial canal. As a result, the tube feet are enlarged and extended as far as possible because hydrostatic pressure within successive ring of the connective tissues stands prevents lateral expansion of tube feet. Okay, thank you.